will start? Get inside Kyle Shanahan's brain. Leo.
I think it's gonna be Jeff Wilson Jr. Because I know you asked who will start, not who should start.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
And so I just think it's gonna be Jeff Wilson Jr. because he's obviously the most vet guy in the room there. You have 2 other rookies. One of them's an undrafted free agent. So it's and pass protection. Kyle mentioned about being able to, for these young guys to be in there and protect Trey Lance in pass protection. And I think that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. It has nothing to do with Jeff Wilson Jr., the running back. It's just, it's the vet in the room. It's the guy who's Kyle's going to trust most in a 3rd and 4 to pick up a blitzing linebacker more than anything. But I hope to see JP Mason in there quite a bit.
JP.
Starting running back is gonna be Deebo Samuel. It's gonna have to be Deebo Samuel out the gates. To be honest, I don't care if it's the actual name starter. It's gonna be him.
Yeah.
The way he was used Sunday was already just enough shock to me. But yeah, I think that's gonna be who they're gonna go with. If not him, the other alternative is gonna be Trey Lance, since he had the most carries outside of Elijah Mitchell. Shoot. Look, honestly, no, it is going to be Jeff Wilson. And I'm not trying to harp too much on his poor week 1 performance, because I'm just like, look, it was 1 game. Let's let some time, because he has shown he could be a sufficiently efficient running back there. And as much as that game was pretty bad, I was like, hey, you know what? He deserves slander, but I'll give him a wash for that week. I'm sure week 2 he could probably do better, or should do better. Otherwise, over time, then if you're Kyle, you better start thinking about putting other guys. I just hate how he just doesn't incorporate more other running backs like he used to in the past. What's up with him workhorsing these players again?
What is going on? You used to have a committee. Why not
I don't get it anymore. It's not like you have a clear stud running back anymore, especially now with Elijah's out. Now as Elijah's out, I don't want to hear no more about 19 carry Jeff Wilson.
When they went to the Super Bowl, they rotated 3 guys. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
You guys are right. It's going to be Jeff Wilson Jr. And maybe it's fair. He's been on the team. He had 1 bad game. I don't think he played well last year, but it's give him 1 more chance. But it's give him a quarter. You can't just give him 20 carries and say, oh, hope for the best. If he doesn't show anything in a drive or 2, give someone else a shot. Mason, Mac, anyone. Because you got to know, you can't really evaluate running backs in practice. You got to see it in a game. And we've gotten almost 2 years of evidence that Jeff Wilson Jr. doesn't have it anymore. If he has it in the first couple of drives, cool, roll with him. Otherwise, you got to find someone else. Debo, it's got to be Debo or Mason or someone else. Otherwise, you're going to lose to the Seahawks and start 0-2. This is very important. And I know Kyle wants to talk about pass protection and all, you want to run the ball 37 times a game, man. Who's going to take up those carries? It can't be Wilson if he's not up to it. So it's got to be figured out, man. Figure it out.
The hot hand. Sure. It's got to be the hot hand.
Whoever's find the hot hand. That's your job. That's it. Find the hot hand.